What's up, y'all? It's the White Hope Jr. with Dan Chappelle Talk, and you're watching the Mikal Ford Show on Roku TV and YouTube, baby.
I will make it. If I can make it through the night, just to see a brighter side, 'cause I've been working all my life just to make it. If I can make it through the...
Hello everybody, welcome to the Mikal Ford Show. Now we're doing something a little bit different today. We're so excited about it. We're talking with Dr. Angella Banks, and with her company, Excellence Incorporated, they're sponsoring a fantastic event that will be happening this Sunday, October 10th at 6 p.m. in Atlanta, Georgia. They're sponsoring an event called Legacy-a-thon and Awards. This event will honor the life of Tommy Ford, in which we know him from the hit TV show Martin as Tommy Strong. Take a look at Tommy's life. Thomas Ford was born September 5th, 1964 in Los Angeles, California. Ford graced the movie and television screens in many different productions, including A Different World, Harlem Nights, and Class Act. He is best known for his role as Tommy Strong on the Fox sitcom Martin, which originally aired from 1992 until 1997. As a motivational speaker and published author, Ford dedicated much of his passion to helping at-risk youth. Ford died from a ruptured abdominal aneurysm on October 12, 2016 at a hospital in Atlanta. He was 52 years old. His legacy continues to live on in all inspiring actors. Continue to rest in peace. More with Dr. Banks in a moment. On an all-new Finkley, these authors are changing lives with every word they write. Arthur Willie E. Hines Jr. and Arthur Dr. Darielle D.T. Henry. Join us on this reading journey next Mikal Ford. Finkley Friday. Keeping your skin flawless and clean is important, and I have the products just for you. Welcome to Mimi's Natural Pantry, where she specializes in homemade handcrafts, including lye and goat milk soaps, body butters, and sugar scrubs. All items are handmade products. All items have simple ingredients and are vegan friendly. In a world where you can barely pronounce many of the ingredients in your everyday products, Mimi's Back to Nature offers an alternative choice for those who are ready to get back into nature. Ready to order? Visit their website at mimisnaturalpantry.com. All orders over $50 have free shipping up to 25 pounds. Everybody, welcome back to the Mikal Ford Show. Now, my next guest, she is the CEO of Excellence Incorporated. She is none other than Dr. Angella Banks. Dr. A, thank you for being with us today.
Hi there. Hi, Michael. I'm so excited about being here. And yeah, this is a great time being in Georgia these past few days.
Awesomeness. I'm just excited to chat with you about this awesome event that is happening October 10th. It is Excellence Incorporated presents Tommy Ford Legacy-a-thon and Awards right there in Atlanta, Georgia. This event is to honor the legacy of Tommy Ford, known as Tommy from the cast of Martin, who passed away in 2016. So within his legacy, why this event for this individual?
Because, and I'm glad that you asked that, Michael, because we all know him. I think the famous line, Tommy, you ain't got no job, even the ones the younger generation, they've heard that line, even the replays. So they truly understand that. But he was so much bigger than that. He was a humanitarian. He loved youth. He was actually working on a documentary at the time that he passed away. Amongst his friends, if I interviewed them over the past couple of weeks, they said they never told him no, because when he called, it was always about the good, always about people, always about helping. And so I wanted to, number one, just entrust it, of course, with the responsibility to share with the world that his legacy was so much bigger than what we, know him to be, from his acting or from, the Martin Show. And so that's the piece. I'm excited to be able to tell that story for him. So I hope somebody could do that for me. I was like, oh, he must be really special to God,
Come on. Come on. I love it. I love it. And again, this event, the legacy of Tommy Ford and, all that he was with us while he was here with us on Earth. How did you meet him? How did you come in contact with him? What was that like?
Well, this is funny because we actually never physically met. Isn't that something? We actually never physically met. My organization, which is Excellence Inc., a 501c3 community leadership organization, where we honor leaders across the country. We highlight different community leaders and, just celebrate them. Like, that's kind of what I do across the country. One of the things underneath my platform, we develop, empower, and promote leaders, right? So this was underneath the platform of promoting him. And so I called a good friend of mine. And I said, hey, who's down there in Georgia that you would recommend is doing some great things that can be my man of excellence, for the year. This year, the gala is going to be in Atlanta. And he was like, and don't laugh at me, but he said, Tommy Ford. I was like, who is Tommy Ford? He said, don't mind me, I'll be in my own little world, right? And he said, Tommy from the Martin Lawrence Show. I was like, oh. And so he began to tell me all the great things that he did, that he was doing, and why he recommended he would be great for community, our man of excellence of the year. And so what happened was he immediately just clicked over and called him on the phone. And so he answered the phone, and it was funny. We had this joke. I don't think I've told this on any other interview. So he's getting some good stuff, right? So it was funny. So so it's funny. My friend clicked over and he said, hey, this is my girl, Angella, Dr. A. She's out of Houston and she's coming to Atlanta. She want to honor someone. And he said, she's from Tennessee, but she lives in Texas. And he said, Tommy said, I don't like her. And I was on the phone like, like, what? I was like in silence, right? And I was like, oh my God. And so I just was like, so me and my personality, right? I said, so which one of them states did a woman break your heart? And he said, both of them. And we just bust out laughing on the phone. And then he's, I'm gonna call you Angie Mae. And so it's just funny. So we just started our text communication. And he was like, girl, send me a picture so I know what you look like, so I know who I'm talking to. And it was just funny. We connected like that. And it was in those final months, like literally right before he getting ready to pass, that we connected. We, of course, we recorded, had the interview for the magazine article. And right before he got, I was ready to release the magazine article, my phone started blowing up. Mm-hmm. And individuals was like, didn't you, some knew I had interviewed him and was honoring him. And they began to call me and say, did you just interview him? And I said, yeah. And so that's basically how it happened. And one of the first things we did, one of the first questions at the interview was like, you just had a birthday. So I did some research on the internet. How old are you really? Let me make sure I got my facts right. And I said, are you 51? And I said, oh, you're young. He said, no, half my life is over. And then he began to speak. And so from that, there was a short little clip that I released with TMZ and it went viral of him actually sharing. And that's the dialogue that you actually hear between him and I, if you ever heard it actually across several of the media platforms. So that's basically how we were connected. And here I've been holding this audio between him and I for the past 5 years. Like, okay, God, what do you want me to do with this? And so I finally got the green light, of course, from God out of obedience. And now here we are in Georgia to tell his story on a broader level. And we're actually going to play audio clips between him and I in that interview during this event. So you're going to actually get to hear Tommy's voice in his final interview. Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah.
You said something as you were explaining your explanation of how you all met and how you all connected. And I saw this in an article as well from 2016. Half of my life is over is what he stated. When he said those words, what was going through your mind?
I didn't think anything of it because, it's kind of like you and I interviewing, right now. And so it wasn't anything because it was this real jokey joke where I was just like, now how old are you really? But he went on and like I said, in the interview, to just look back on it now and reflect over the interview was so powerful. He talked about how he was reared as a child. He talked about his father, being in prison, and how his stepfather and that relationship with his children. But I mean, it was just an awesome interview. It was so full of content and so full of depth about just his works, his heart, his children. And so it was just very beautiful. So again, to be entrusted with his final words and to have held on to them for 5 years. And now I get to come back into Atlanta amongst his friends, some of his closest friends. These are friends that he actually did his humanitarian works with, and be able to honor them along with him. It's such a rewarding feeling for me. It's like, wow, must have the coolest job on earth, right? So.
I love it. I love it all. And again, honoring the life of Tommy Ford. How can they purchase tickets for this historic event?
They can purchase tickets at www.theexcellenceexperience.com. And our X is spelled with an X. So it's www.excellenceinc. No, it's not Excellence Inc. I'm sorry. I'm on the corporate website. Give me one second. The Excellence Experience. So www.excellenceince.com. So the Excellence Experience. And the reason that we did that, because like I told you, I travel all over the country. We just had an event in Houston there in June. And so we began to say, you know what? We really like going into cities, leaving a memorable moment, leaving an experience. And so that's the reason why we was like, you know what? As we travel, we're just going to start calling these events the Excellence Experience. Because, one of the things I was just sharing, our events, I think, is a little different, because it's so full of quality. It's so full of substance. And I think that especially after, COVID, post-COVID, we are in a time in our lives where we really want what sticks. We really want that good stuff, the quality stuff. You don't want to waste time. It's important to be in the room with the right people at the right time, And so this is one of those events that we are actually doing, where it's just going to be so much full of quality and so many memorable experiences that's going to happen. It's definitely going to be an event talked about after I get on the plane and leave and go back to Houston.
All right. You heard it here from her mouth, her words, Dr. Banks. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Michael.
On an all-new Finkley, these authors are changing lives with every word they write. Arthur Willie E. Hines Jr. and Arthur Dr. Darielle D.T. Henry. Join us on this reading journey next, Michael Finkley. Finkley Friday. Everybody, welcome back. I hope that you learned something from this interview with Dr. Banks as we talk about, again, the life and legacy of Tommy Ford. And I hope that we get to see you at this awesome event happening this Sunday. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Michael Finkley Show. Ring the bell for notification. We'll see an email saying, hey, new content subloaded. Please listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And for more information about what we do here on The Michael Finkley Show, visit our website at michaelfinkley.show.com. Of course, Roku TV, right? Of course. Add the Greater Words Network to your Roku TV and watch The Michael Finkley Show every Monday and Friday, Eastern Standard Time, or on demand. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.